Welcome to another exciting episode of Hidden in the Universal Vault. I'm Ron, your host, and we're going to kick off the new month. We are now officially in the summer season, which would be June. So I thought we'd take a look at a movie that's set in that sort of summer season. As we take a look at the film that I'm pretty excited for, well, I finished it a couple hours ago. But the movie starred Shy Monk Moore, probably butchering all these names right, and probably butchering all these names wrong. Tony Ravalasho, I'm probably getting that wrong. Kirsten Clemson, Kimberly Elise, Channel Imaheim. I'm not even going to mention all the other names. Zoe Kravitz, A$AP Rocky, alongside Blake Anderson, released by Open Road Productions, 2015's Dope. Now, Dope is a movie that I was really excited to watch. This is a movie I've been wanting to see in the year 2015, but I never could find a copy of this. I've been wanting to hunt for this for a long time. But thanks to my Big Lots getting new titles in for around $3, I decided to jump the gun and check this film out. And this movie is amazing. This movie is a true example of the way I look at a film. For example, it's a movie that I look like Queen and Slim, the way I look at movies that I've watched. But anyways, let's talk about Dope. Now, Dope, like I said before, is actually written and directed by Rick Famuyiwa. Rick Famuyiwa, I think it is. Pharrell Williams produced this, and Pharrell Williams produced it alongside Forest Whitaker. So the two men produced this film. And Dope, I gotta say, is really good. This movie, for the most part, this movie is, let me move that back. There we go. The movie is basically, from what I've read about it, take the idea of the movie Superbad, cross with a little known film called Go from 1999. But actually, to be honest, this movie is almost similar to the 1995 film Kids. Does anybody remember Kids? It was a 1995 film that centers around that sort of idea. But anyways, the movie focused on Malcolm, and let's actually talk about the film. So, the movie centers around Malcolm. He's a straight A student. He's trying to get into Harvard, but he just cannot get out of trouble. So basically, he teams up with two of his friends, and basically, it's all about them just going on this little adventure in California. So, somewhere in California, but the kid, he's a little bit troubled, but eventually he bumps into A$AP Rocky, who lets him into the nightclub. But the guy literally says, at first he thought that was not a girl, that was a guy. But then she decides to pull a top off to show the bouncer, and then the bouncer believes it and says, "Alright, you can go. But wait, you gotta have ID." So the three kids do not have ID, so they can't get in. So that's when they meet up with A$AP Rocky, who plays Mo. No, not Mo. Pod, I think his name was. So Pod decides to let him in, but the bouncer is like, "Can't do that. I'll get in serious trouble." So he sends out his men to attack the bouncer and says, "You want to come in?" And that's where it happens. So there's gunfire going on everywhere, and all of a sudden the three kids are trying to run out of there. Turns out there's actually drugs inside the bag. It's basically the guy, he's like trying to say that the drugs, but no, the guy, the security guard at the campus, the school that they go to, is like, the things broke. So when he put down his backpack, he realized, shoot, there's drugs in it. So he's trying to run out of there, hope to not get caught. So it goes to this craziness, and they're trying to find out where they can get back the drugs and why, otherwise these three kids are going to go to jail. So it's sort of that. So Yeah, pretty much that. So, I talked about most of the film. Let's actually talk about what I liked about the film. I think it's just a lot of fun. I just think it's an example of how you make sort of a slice of life film. Basically, it has a very 90s feel, but with modern day technology. Basically, the movie's set in the 90s, but with modern day technology. So the movie is set, like I said, it's set in 93. If I knew so, yeah, should have had everything ready, guys. I'm sorry. But anyways, it's set, basically they use technology like they use smartphones, tablets. The three of them are also in a band, and basically they're in a band and they actually are performing. So there's one scene in particular I like where he goes into the principal's office and says, how are you going to get into Harvard if you can't stay out of trouble? So yeah, that's really what happened. So that kind of thing. So there's also another scene where he meets up with another guy, Blake Anderson from Workaholics. He plays like sort of the DJ. He plays that guy right there. So then we meet up to this girl who basically is like, she's like a stripper, I think. No, I don't think she's a stripper, but there's a scene where they go and want to drop off the money, and the guy's sister's like, what are you doing without clothes? You need clothes on, girl. So they're looking like that. It's like, do you want to come in? And they're like, yeah. So this time they head to the pool. She's there. She's there swimming nude. She's there swimming naked. So yeah, and then go so on and so forth. So yeah, so the movie again, like I said, I'm at 2% of my battery power. So yeah, the movie in a whole is a great movie. It ends really solid. Not gonna tell you how it ends, but let's just say it ends really, really good. And it's a great movie in a whole, and I think this is a movie that I can recommend to anybody. This movie is just fantastic. Yeah, I'm going to say check out Dope. I liked it for what it was. It's a movie I missed out so much, but I heard great reviews over the years, and I just never could find a copy of it on DVD. But like I said, when I got that. So, like I said, it's really good. So, I'm not really going to talk about much. I forgot something. Rick Fox appears in the film. He plays sort of like the council, like sort of like one of the teachers there. I was like, oh, that's cool. Rick Fox is in the movie. That's awesome. So, yeah, that's really in a whole. Aside from that, it's a great movie. I loved Dope. I think this movie's going to have a spot on my best list at the end of the year. It's really good. Really good. Performances are good. The kid who plays the main character, he would later go on to voice Miles Morales in the Spider-Man CG animated films for Sony. So he plays the main guy. The other guy right there, I forgot to say, this guy right here, he actually collabed with director Wes Anderson. So a lot of them, star power, really good. Like Kimberly Elise appears in the film. She plays the bus driver that the kids get on, and just the craziness. So yeah, I think this is a great all-star cast. It's a great movie. Like I said, if you have not seen this movie, I can recommend it. Actually, to be honest, I can highly recommend this. So, actually, no. I'm recommending it. So, ignore the whole highly recommended. Just go watch the movie if you guys like my thoughts. Just go watch the movie. So, anyways, yeah. I'm going to give Dope a 4 out of 5. This movie was great. It's a ton of fun. I can recommend it to anybody. Check Dope out if you haven't seen it. It's really good. It ends good. And like I said, it has that 90s vibe with modern day technology. So yeah, that's really cool. Oh, I forgot to mention that the end credits is really good. The main character decides to dance to the Humpty Dance by Digital Underground. So I was like, I haven't heard the Humpty Dance in like years. I was like, That is so cool. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. So yeah, that's my review of Dope. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you do like the content on the channel, you can click the subscribe button. Visit the channel. If you do like the content I put up, click the subscribe, ring the bell, like the video, comment. Let me know if you guys like Dope. And yeah, and yeah, like I said. Oh, by the way, I'm on Letterboxd. I don't want to forget to mention that I am on Letterboxd. If you guys want to check out what I review, what I talk about on the channel, well, not so much the channel, just go to my Letterboxd and you'll see all of my movies that I have rated, that kind of thing. So yeah. So anyways, that's it. And yeah, and as always, keep watching those Universal movies, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.